Hello, I'm Alan Keays, and I'm joined today by Gordon Dritschilo.
You sure are.
And we're here to provide you a look at some of the stories we're working on for tomorrow's paper.
What are we working on for tomorrow's paper?
Well, follow to today's paper on the Brandon budget vote. The town municipal budget went down in defeat, kind of overwhelming defeat, and I guess they're setting the stage for the next budget vote and the impact that this is going to have on employees. I guess they were talking layoffs in Brandon as a result on having a budget. So Bruce Edwards is working on that story.
They're nearing the point where they have to start borrowing money or something, aren't they?
Yeah, July 1st is usually the fiscal year for most towns. And I asked this question yesterday to Brent. He did not know the answer, but maybe you do, as a person who watches tomorrow's headlines
I'm on the
today.
spot, all right.
What is the only other town in Vermont or municipality to not have a budget passed yet?
Is it Fairhaven?
That's correct. Yay. So, excellent. Also have a story on income in Vermont. Apparently, I'm going to read this. New statistics show that in the first quarter of 2014, Vermont ranks second in the nation for the fastest personal income growth, and that's according to the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis.
You wouldn't know that from my paycheck.
Also in tomorrow's paper, there was a settlement in the bedbug case. This was the family whose house they could no longer live in because it had been sprayed with a chemical to help combat bed bugs.
And the chemical had been banned for many, many years.
Yep. And apparently they're going to be receiving $450,000, and Brent Curtis is working on that story. I guess that goes with the net income story, perhaps.
That you can buy 2 or 3 houses in this county for that, can't you?
Yeah. Also in tomorrow's paper, a preview of Pack the Paramount food drive happening at the Paramount on Friday and Saturday. And we'll also have, speaking of the Paramount, they're going to be showing a soccer game there.
Tomorrow is the last group stage match for Team USA. We're playing Germany. If we emerge from that game with our dignity intact, I will consider it a victory. And we've got a pretty good chance to advance, just as long as we don't get beaten too horribly badly.
How horribly badly do we have to get beaten to not advance? Now you're on the spot.
Well, that depends on whether Ghana or Portugal win their game.
Okay.
If Portugal wins, we can probably take a bit more of a beating than we can if Ghana wins.
Okay. And also in tomorrow's paper, they're talking about parking meters in downtown Rutland or doing away with them.
They're once again talking about getting rid of some of the parking meters downtown in favor of those kiosks where you go and pay for a slip you put in your car window, and they do it that way. The board wants to get a better feel for all of the various expenses involved in the switch before they make a decision.
And the benefit of a kiosk is that you can put a debit card in?
The benefit to the person parking is, you can use dollar bills, you can use a debit card or a credit card. Among the benefits to the city are they don't have to plow around the meters when they're clearing the sidewalks. You can no longer swoop in and park in the space of a meter that still has time on it, and it's easier to maintain the system.
And I imagine the drawbacks are that the expense of setting up the system, and
the
you
machines
have to walk to your machine.
Yep, the machines cost about $6,500 each, I'm told, and they would want them in multiple places around the downtown. The estimate I was given was they'd probably be looking at about 10 machines.
Mm-hmm. And while you're here, I know you're also working on something for further on this week about the summer solstice event.
Yeah, they're doing that circus that they did last year. It was part of the event they are no longer calling Friday Night Live, even though everybody else calls it that. This year, they're doing it during the day on Saturday.
Maybe that's why they're not calling it Friday Night Live. Because it's on Saturday.
But the other nights are like Friday Night Live.
Okay.
Don't break up my rhythm, Alan.
Right,
it's not nice. Stepping on my bit. They're going to be doing it during the day Saturday, coinciding with the farmers market and all of that. Merchants Row will be closed off, and the microphone will fall down, and it's going to be the same sort of circus acts they had last year.
All right, well, that's a look at some of the stories we're working on here at the Herald. Thanks for watching.